Hello everyone, welcome to a DSP video. It's going to be a little bit different than usual. Usually I would just sit here, talk to DSP, be like, yo man, look at DSP, he's saying dumb stuff. Instead, since he says a lot of dumb stuff in this video, I decided we're going to have some calming art to distract us from the nonsense. So let's get started. And by the way, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna do it for fun. You know the deal.
Explant.
All
Seriously,
right,
can
let's
we
get
talk
started.
about uh, the elephant in the room? A lot of troll and estranged mods recently.
Let's
There's
see.
really nothing to talk
Troll
about.
and strange
There's
mods,
basically been a
dude.
few mods that basically weren't doing
So,
much.
so the obviously talking about the whole thing with Dechankla, USBT post counter. The bottom line is, and Yusuke. Now, for some reason, people thought Madara wasn't a mod anymore. He's still a mod. I kind of don't know how that rumor started, but Madara is still a mod. I think what happened is that someone posted a DM leak of him talking to the bottom line is, and he was saying, "Oh, if you leave, I'll leave," or something like that. And in DMs, you don't see the mod icon. So if you see a mod talking to someone and you don't see the mod mark, it might just be a DM that you're seeing. It's that, and also I don't think DSP is aware that Madara said that. I don't think DSP is that that savvy. If you know what I mean. Hold on, let's see. Did my mic get fucked up? No. Sometimes this mic fucks up, and it's a whole issue. So if the video ends up muted somehow, I don't know if it will. I hope it doesn't. It's probably because of this mic setup I have. If it does fuck up, I'll just stream this on Monday or whatever. It is what it is.
much. And come to find out, it's because they were just sitting around basically trying to like get stuff out of
Let's
the mod
see.
chat room that we would talk about
Wow,
moderation and
the delay's
stuff.
not that bad.
They weren't actually
Now
like.
it's interesting. He mentions the mod leaks, the mod chat leaks, which is really not something that I feel like he should acknowledge, because there's a lot of stuff in those mod chats that pretty incriminating, I guess. But whatever, it is what it is.
Trying to help with moderation. One of them was a mod who I brought on last year, I believe it was, when we had lost a couple mods and we were just looking for mods right away. I think it was for the hardcore gaming season, and I needed someone right away, so I took on a couple people who I didn't really know who they were, but they were more recent viewers to the streams.
Why? Okay.
And
Why would you pull in recent viewers for mods? Now, if you know my like Twitch streams and my YouTube chat, I usually pick people who I've seen come to my streams regularly, and that's pretty much who I pick to be mods. You know, the people I have for my YouTube streams, for example, I trusted them. I mean, they kind of came in last minute in a way, but I've seen them in my chat. For, let's see, how long have I been streaming on YouTube? Like a year, maybe 2 years. I don't remember, but I've seen them like frequent my chat. I got along with them. It's they seem to know what I want in a chat, and they've done a good job. So, I picked them because I had a good interaction with them, and I had a good feeling about them and all that. And they also, and after like the whole thing, there was one stream I did where I just got like a lot of spam was going on, and I had to mod some people to keep the chat under control, because it was distracting me, and it was also distracting everyone else, but mostly me. It's mostly me, man. But they were able to like take care of it pretty quickly, which was really cool of them to do that, and I really appreciate that. Uh, but I always pick people who I know in real life. I have like maybe one mod I know in real life, and the others are just people who I've just seen come to my streams frequently, and I've talked to them on multiple occasions, and they are usually pretty, down to earth kind of people. I don't go for, oh, does he have a bid badge? Oh man, well, this guy gives me money, gotta mod him, nothing like that. Because that's not a good measure of character. You have to measure the person on the quality of post, dude. Obviously.
I mean, not to say that he was a bad guy, just it wasn't like I don't know, like he did moderate, but at the same time, every once in a while he would like take a stab at me and stuff, like a tongue-in-cheek joke. So I thought, oh, that's okay, because it's all right to joke around or whatever every once in a while. But then come to find out, this guy actually was always skeptical and always critical of me, and outside of the streams was basically a dick around, about stuff that I said and did, and.
That's like your whole chat.
The whole thing with the Jasper reveal was a scam and shit. Basically,
that is literally his entire chat. Was that is this people who just say shit behind his back? That's like his top pay pigs. Let's see. Who's the top pay pig now? I know Infinite is. That Anonymous is definitely one of them because I've seen it. Because, I mean, he unbanned either Secret Life or Kozatov, one of those two. Who else? Man, if you look at the cheer leaderboard, I'm sure you'll see a lot of people there that have constantly made troll references.
Being a fucking asshole. Yeah, I know I wasn't gonna get that guy. So, after finally finding all this out, the reason I found out is because he unbanned someone during a stream who'd been banned for like months.
Look how we had to find this out that the bottom line was a troll. The guy's name was DSP T-Pose Counter. What did you expect? That's like me like modding someone that's with the name oh my god. Ken's a Grappler or something. Someone's gonna probably get an idea now. But it's like I mod someone that's called Ken's the Grappler, and the guy constantly shit posts detractor memes in my chat or something, and I'm like, okay, let's mod this guy. Like, I mean, I'm fine with the Ken's the Grappler memes and all that, but it's like I mod this guy, then I later on say, oh my god, this guy was a troll. Like, it's one thing to be okay with people trolling and shit like that, having a good time and all that, but these are the kind of people you probably wouldn't want as mods. I mean, they're fine to be in chat, they're having a good time, they're goofing around, they're posting goofs, but I don't know, like I feel like when I used to go to people's stream chats, I feel like that no one would innately would mod me because I would just go around and be like, I used to shitpost a lot and was really shitty shitposts. Like, these aren't like quality shitposts. They're like, haha, man, he was funny. He's a funny guy. It was like the shitposting that you'd be like, this guy is so fucking annoying. This guy needs to stop. It would be that kind of shit. Now imagine if someone modded me at that time. It'd be like, what? Why?
Personally, it said could never be unbanned, and he just unbanned it during a live stream. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He made up like 20 lies about it to try to cover it up.
He's not the only ones that
find out the guy was basically a dickhead, and behind the scenes he was saying all kinds of nasty stuff about me and stuff. So I got rid of him.
He's not a bad guy, but he says mean things to me.
Yeah, basically, there's been a few other things going on. Some guy just got banned recently for basically being an asshole in the stream chat or something. I don't even know, because I don't even know if I was the one who banned him. I don't even know the whole situation. But I guess a mod was trying to protect him or whatever, and then come to find out this mod was like friends with this detractor on his podcast.
Now I love this because I was actually, spoiler alert. I know, guys, this might screw over Yusuke even more, but I talked to Yusuke about this. Now Yusuke, I was like to Yusuke talking about Code Castile, and I was like wondering like, oh, like, he knows Code Castile, and he was telling me like, oh, he's not a troll, whatever, and the only thing the Code Castile is whatever. I mean, it's up to DSP, is whatever. But the whole issue I had with this is that he bans Yusuke and demods him over this. Now, this is something that is like a based on misinformation or just information that's not clear. Now, he doesn't understand what's going on. He even said, I don't know what's going on. Apparently, a mod was protecting him and this and that. Now, the only people that I know that talks about Yusuke protecting Code Castile was me and a few other detractors that kind of had this theory or just feeling, because like we've seen a lot of people can see that Yusuke is like friends with the guy with Code Castile. But people are like, okay, well he's protecting him probably, whatever. Now DSP for some reason didn't know that, and then says, I guess he was protecting him. And here's the problem. If he doesn't know the full story, why did he demod him and unban him immediately? And according to Yusuke, he didn't even talk to him about it. He just knows why he was demodded and why he was banned. He knew he was demodded and banned because of the whole thing with Cody Castile and him protecting him and all that, but he never, like, DSP accused him of like protecting him and running gay ops pretty much on DSP, and I'm just saying, I was like, DSP doesn't know what happened, so why would he ban someone and let alone demodding him? Fine. No, if I'm not sure, if I feel like, let's say that one of my mods, I feel they're doing some funny business, they're doing some monkeying around, I'd at most demod him. Talk to the guy some more, be like, hey, did you do this? I banned this guy, you unbanned him, I don't know, whatever. I would talk to the person and see what they have to say. And if it's like, okay, well, I believe you've been a mod for this long, and I'll give you another chance, just so you know, I don't do shit behind my back, whatever. Just talk to the guy, and then go from there. DSP, no, fuck it. Oh, you fucked up once. I'm out of here. Now I like how the bottom line is, and Yusuke only got one chance with DSP. That Anonymous has done far worse to hurt DSP. I feel like in the past, and is pretty much a toxic person. Still a mod. Uh, period. He unbanned a lot of people during the time when he was the new mod. He unbanned a lot of trolls. Oh, no, no, man. You remember that one Ask the King where DSP claimed the chat was frozen? That was him yelling at that Anonymous for unbanning someone. Did he lose his mod chip? No. But, and so with King of Golf, he got like a few chances to clean up his act. The bottom line is that Yusuke got like one strike there out, which is insane, but it is what it is.
Asked before, and then in reality this mod wasn't really modding anymore. This was a guy who had modded over 2 years ago. If I remember correctly, it was during when I was playing Ultra Street Fighter 2 on the Switch like 2 years ago, and he was around to like moderate around then, but he hadn't actually like been modding actively for over a year. And he would come back every once in a while, and come to find out he was probably again just sitting around in the mod chat just to get inside info that we would talk about bans and unbans and stuff in behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, Yusuke would definitely do that. That sounds just like him.
It sucks that this happens, but
I don't know Yusuke that well. I don't know if he was
mods. That's what happens.
Doing that.
Like, I have some mods that have been around for a long time, and I trust them inherently because they've been around for so long. They've helped me out many different ways. Whether it was
the mods he's talking about is Kekken, the hot streamer, the up and coming streamer Kekken, and Popsicle. What you doing, man? Who used to do emotes, now does pretty much nothing. What happened to Static Veins? What happened to Cured It With My Brain? Was that Cured It With My Brain or Dr. Zombius? You know what? Just in general, what happened to Dr. Zombius? Remember Dr. Zombius? He used to do a lot of shit, and now he's gone. I don't know.
What co-op gameplay, providing emotes and stuff. And those guys I know, those are my go-to guys if we need something serious to talk about. Or some serious help with stuff. Those are the guys you can rely on. But there's some people who are just mods that come in every once in a while to help out, and then they disappear. And it's like, where did they go? And the next thing you know, they didn't want to mod. They were just trying to get behind the scenes info.
The other thing is that Detractors, who I believe is Detractors, I think he is. But these people are like they don't even go to his streams as much. They're probably gonna show up probably in the hardcore gaming season, but I feel like he should just demod people who don't show up to stream. Like, yeah, they volunteer, but I think it's time for them to kind of go away. They're not gonna be modding anymore. And I also feel like, now a lot of people are gonna say, well, look, he has to do a lot of lenience, dude. But I think that he has enough mods. If it's there, that Anonymous is starting to be there a little bit more than he was last year. Some of his mods have been showing up more frequently, and I feel like that they don't need any more mods. He always adds more mods, but I don't know. I always feel like that he gets the same mods are always there. I don't know. I don't believe that he has no mods and he needs more mods.
Info and stuff. Stupid shit. I don't really care about it because it doesn't really affect anything. So that one mod that we demodded the other day, have the streams been negatively affected at all? No. Today we demodded a guy who was never here anyway. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't really affect anything in any big way. I just don't give a crap. I can't type. What's going on? So there was that, and another so $23 in tips. Wow, thank you guys so much. We're not even halfway through tonight's stream. And
Wow,
a lot of
guys.
tips tonight, so thank you. Sour Patchy cheered and said, if you saw a detractor at Fred Meyer, would you give them the IRL lean-in manual ban? You mean like if I went to the grocery store and I happen to see a detractor, how would I know it's a detractor?
I like how he
That was a
seriously
dumb
takes
question.
this.
If I'm at a
It's a
grocery
joke.
store or a mall, how would I know that someone's a detractor?
How would I know?
What a stupid question.
Stupid
Poopster
question.
cheered and
Why
said,
have fun?
I'm just glad Jasper is responsible and loving owners. Well, thank you, Poopster, for that.
Oh yeah, he has loving owners.
Because,
Thanks, Poopster.
you know, we care for him. You know, we love him very much. We want him to have a happy life here with us. And, you know, that's why we got, first of all, that's why we got an older cat and not a kitten. Because the older a cat is, it's harder to get adopted. And knowing that he was at around a year and a half to 2.5 years old, they didn't exactly know. But knowing that he was a little bit older cat, that he was declawed. You know, he had things that, he wasn't the ideal cat that people were looking for. And that's why he had been at that rescue shelter for a couple of months already. And we were like, these are things that don't matter to us. We'll take a cat in that's a little bit older. We'll take a...
These are things that don't matter to us. That is bullshit. He told us in the cat reveal, we would never want to get a cat that was declawed. And now he says it doesn't matter. Now I've said this in that video. Now I'm not gonna you know, if you want to believe that DSP declawed the cat, you know, that's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong or whatever. Who knows at this point? But I'm more willing to believe that he purposely got a cat that was declawed. Like the cat was already declawed, and he was like, "There we go," because he was so happy about this cat being declawed. He hid it. I mean, of course, he said, "Well, it's sad that it's got declawed," but he kept listing a lot of positives about this cat being declawed. I feel like that he's more that he just got the cat that was declawed than getting it declawed. You know, I just feel like that cat was like begging him for a cat, and he's like, "Look, this cat's gonna fucking scratch up the place. I don't want to fucking deal with that. You know, it's gonna scratch everything up. We can't have that." Okay, Phil. You know what? We get a declawed cat, and she's like, "Well, I really want a cat," and she's like, "Well, that's the deal. You want a cat? You gotta find one that's declawed, baby." And they found one at the shelter that was declawed, and he's like, "Perfect. Let him in. Take him in."
cat in that's not a cute kitten. We'll take a cat in that doesn't have its front claws. We're okay with all of that. And, you know, give him a nice home.
Give him a nice home. Give him that nice home.
Gaming Gremlin, cheers. So why don't you consider doing playthroughs of Shenmue and Shenmue 2? I already did. I did both of them last year. They're live on DSP Gaming. Poopster cheered again. He said, I doubt any of these distractors will ever confront you face to face. I doubt it. But
I doubt it.
At least it's never happened before. Not like I've said, not a single time in my actual real life has anyone come up to me and confronted me and done anything nasty or negative, which is nice. Most people who come up to me, they say, "Hey Phil, you know, are you Dark Side Phil?" Yes. "Oh, cool, good to meet you." They'll just shake my hand. Someone like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" Sure, why not? I don't care. Or if they're like an actual fan, "Can you sign something for me?" Sure, why not? And that's about it. That's the extent of the interaction that we get. So, let's see here. Johnny
Very
Marks
nice.
Cheers said, "Do you think the trolls overanalyze your videos, and that's why you don't vlog around your townhouse anymore?" I mean, there's a couple reasons. The first reason I don't do many vlogs anymore, like that, is because you're right. What people would do is literally create defamatory videos and or slander about me based on stuff in the video. They would take something that's like out of reference in a video and make it like, okay, here's a perfect example. So one of my videos from years ago, I had a coffee maker, all right, sitting in my kitchen here, and these idiots actually made a video. I'm not kidding you. Do you see the coffee maker that Phil has? Do you realize how expensive that coffee maker is? So he says that that he's not doing well. He needs money with contributions during streams. But if that were the case, there's no way he would have that coffee maker.
Now, this was before the time he did fucking streams, interactive streams. This is like when he was doing YouTube videos and YouTube streams.
And it's like, what? Like it's so insane what they're saying.
But whatever.
Because like the coffee maker that I have. First of all, how do you know when I even bought that fucking coffee maker? I could have had that coffee maker forever. In that case, that actually was the case. That's a coffee maker that I owned for like 5-6 years. So it's when I lived in Connecticut, and I bought it when I lived in Connecticut when I was making a ton of money on
Now,
YouTube.
now I just realized this. You heard that? How he said, "Well, you don't know when I bought this coffee maker. I could have bought it before." He could have bought that coffee maker after he moved, for all we know. We don't know. DSP is right, guys. We don't know. Do we believe him on this? I mean, I don't know. He also told us that he couldn't afford a cat. So, if you want to believe he got it when he was in Connecticut, that's on you. The thing is that DSP doesn't realize. I'm willing to wager you could go into a vlog, the Cooking with the King series, when he lived in Connecticut, and you could try to find the coffee maker, and then compare that coffee maker to the one he has in Washington. I don't think they're the same. But, of course, he got it in Connecticut,
Right? So they see this
right? But I could
video
be wrong,
from like
though.
2-3 years ago when I'm living here in Washington, and I'm like, okay, I'm a live streamer now. I need contributions via streams. Like, he doesn't need contributions. He can afford a $300 coffee maker. Like, yeah, $300 coffee maker I bought like 5-6 years ago when I was making insane money on YouTube. It was a completely different situation. Like, what are you even talking about? But you see what I mean? Like, just
No. The other meme with this is that they mention the coffee maker because it's not that, oh, look, he bought this recently. It's just that look at his spending habits. So if you get him out of this jam, he's just gonna get back into that jam for him to get out again, which actually happened. He was in big debt. He got out of debt. He got back into debt. He got out of debt. He moved across the country. He got back into debt. And he's saying that, well, look, this was back when I was making a lot of money, man. But you got back into debt. And you didn't, and you got into debt like multiple times. You never thought during that time maybe I should be more frugal with my money. I don't know. It is what it is.
stupid shit like that, they could turn into something negative, right? So, I used to do full home tours and everything, and never ends. They would find little things to nitpick and turn into nasty, defamatory stuff to the point where I got fed up. I was like, what am I doing this for anymore? And then I'll be very honest, when Kat became a part of my life, and we decided that we wanted to live together and eventually get married.
Now
and
this
all
is
of that.
also bullshit too. He claims that he had enough doing house tours at some time before Kat moved in, which is factually incorrect. He did a house tour when Leanna left. Remember the weird vlog about I hanged up my posters? Look at the posters. I put one here, one over here. Remember that vlog? And then he told us before. Oh my god, this is scaring me. Okay. Good. He then tells us that he then told us, "Oh, wait, Kat moves in? I can do another house tour and show you how the house looks after she moves in, man." Never happened.
We talked about this.
It's
And I
Tevin's
was like,
fault.
being very honest with you, my previous life, I was very open with my viewers about absolutely everything. And quite frankly, I think it kind of bit me in the ass because so many people have used personal information against me to hurt me that, I think it would benefit us to keep stuff private rather than have any of this kind of stuff be public, because the more that we share, the more people can twist that to hurt us. And if there weren't a group of people out there that were so intent on hurting me and my family, then I wouldn't care. And so I know some of you still to this day think it's a joke that, like, oh, Phil's over.
But I thought you don't care about the trolls now. Now you're saying that you care about the trolls because they might harm your family, but other days you don't care about the trolls. Oh, it doesn't matter if I do a house tour or not because they'll never believe what I say. If that's the case, then just do a house tour then. Oh wait, you can't do that because you got a new TV. He has to hide the TV, guys. He bought an 8K TV. He cannot show us the 8K TV and platinum furniture. Yeah, he has platinum furniture. Can you believe that? Now, of course, we don't know, but the absence of evidence isn't the evidence of absence.
exaggerating. You have no concept of what fucked up stuff that people have tried to do to us. You have no idea.
No idea,
Stuff
dude.
that we've caught ahead of time, thank God.
Like what?
Before it went into effect. Like really fucked up things.
Like what?
Nasty things that happened to both myself and my relatives and stuff. Because I'm a public guy who streams on the internet and these idiots make up these crazy scenarios of
what happened?
that I'm such a horrible person that I deserve to have all kinds of horrible things happen to me and my family. It's pretty fucked up. So I can't anymore, you know? Like, there was a point when I realized whatever I share ends up somehow getting mobilized against me in some way. And I just can't do it anymore. I can't. If I share stuff, people will literally just tear my life apart. So I don't bother with it
anymore.
Like I said, I don't
do
home tours, nothing. All that stuff stays private. And like I said, since I've instituted that rule, I'm not gonna lie, my life's been like crazy.
That
good.
rule?
My private life with Kat, ever since our relationship started, and everything's been private, and I only share with you, you know, very limited information. It's been great. People can't use shit against us. People can't do nasty stuff and make shit up, defamatory stuff. It's just been really good, and we talk about it all the time. And Kat's...
We talk about it all the time. Yeah, they sit there on the love seat. Okay, you know, we kept this a secret. Isn't that cool? Yeah, fella was really cool. Yeah, I agree.
It's like, you know, maybe one day I'll be in your videos, but for now, why do we want to risk taking away the great thing that we have? You know what I mean? Like right now, the way we have it is really working well, and we love the fact that we have our own private life that you guys don't know about, except for the
so then,
we share with you and I talk.
why hype up the possibility of Kat being in a video then? If you're so happy if she's so happy not being in a video, then why be like, well, she might come on the video later. I know why. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'll say it when it happens. How about that? That way no one. That way, Infinite doesn't ruin the surprise. I'm not gonna tell you, Infinite. See, I know you, Infinite, now. I know what's going on. He's the spy. He watches my videos and then tells DSP what I say. That's why I'm never gonna be unbanned, because Infinite is telling him all kinds of stories about me, and it's bullshit. Why doesn't Infinite tell him about the other videos I did, where I played Kill la Kill, where I played other games, where I didn't talk about DSP? No, he only wants to share him the dirty deeds. So I'm not gonna say anything. It'll be a surprise when it happens, and when it happens, it'll happen. So we'll wait and see. I'll wait it out. I think there was one time that benefited me, so I'll write it out again. So see you soon.
talk with you on streams and stuff. So why on earth would we ever risk that to do a fucking home vlog tour?
Vlog.
Where is the benefit? It wouldn't even be logical to do it. You know? Because that's what some people were saying, actually, was, oh, Phil, now that you've revealed that you have a cat, that must have been your big hidden secret, and that's why you didn't do a home tour. You're going to do vlogs in your house now? No! No,
See,
I'm not.
exactly. See, the cat wasn't the big surprise in the fucking house. It is the 8K TV. See, he bought an 8K TV. That's the back taxes. You see, that's why he's not doing a house tour. It's not because of the cat. He just confirmed it. It's because of the new TV and the new living room. He got a new living room. He even might have renovated the kitchen. Yeah, I know, crazy.
I'm okay with how things are. Why the fuck do I want to ruin that, you know?
You know?
There's no way. No reason, no logical human would say, oh yeah, let's go back to the way it was when everything was fucked up in my life for an extended period of time. Let me go back to that. That sounds like a great idea. No! Just like Kat, she like literally has no desire to have social media. She's told me a million times, and I tell her, you know, hey, you know, you can have stuff if you want. You know, you just don't put it in your real name. I doubt anyone would ever find you. And she's like, no. She's like, I don't even want an account. I don't want to risk it. No chance of any kind of, you know, stuff happening to us because our life is good.
I remember when was it the AdSense? I think it was the AdSense. When he lost his AdSense, that people were like, "Are you gonna tell Kat? Are you gonna tell Kat?" She's gonna fight on social media. Whoops. So that happened. By the same time, okay. Is Kat really that fucking dumb? So if she named herself, let's say she made a Twitter account called uh, Lulu Lala P, whatever the fuck. We're all gonna find out that's Kat, guys. Lulu Lala P, that's Kat. We figured it out, and it's like, and the avatar is like of Satsuki Kiryuin from Kill la Kill, her favorite anime, and the cover photo is Asuka from Evangelion, another one of her favorite animes, and we're just gonna know. We're gonna know just off that's Kat. We're gonna know. Like, what kind of logic is that? Well, I don't want to make a Twitter account because then the trolls are gonna find me, Phil. But you gonna change your name. Like, when DSP brings up a good point, you kind of know you're a fucking idiot. Honestly, whoops.
Good, we don't want to chance that. So
What
So I
chance is
respect her
there?
wishes. That's why she doesn't want to be on my streams, you know? And
Respect
that's
her
cool.
wishes.
That's cool with me, and I want to say thanks to those of you who do respect that too. I understand that some of you were disappointed with the fact
Now,
that
I like how it's respect her wishes because she doesn't have a Twitch account. Now it makes sense for the YouTube videos, but the Twitch account, Twitter account is like, it has nothing to do with him. Like, what's there to respect? Cash should have a Twitter account, okay? No. I respect your wishes. Like, what?
share much, if at all, of my private life anymore. You know, Jasper was like a big thing. Jasper was a huge exception that I would share something like that with you. By the way, like I said, Jasper I had for a while before I even revealed him to you guys.
Oh,
That I had.
that's the other thing. Now, in a Twitch chat, he said he had Jasper for a year. But now, I had him for a while. On video, it's for a while. But at that one time in Twitch chat, oh my god, what the fuck, my hand. For that one time, he said it was 1 year. He had it for a year, but now it's a while. Okay.
A cat, you know, and I know some of you were shocked. You're like, what? Like, you never even talked about this before. You outright answered on stream that you didn't. Like, yeah, I had to keep the secret. But now we felt that it was the right time, and, you know, we wanted to, what the fuck? We basically, we wanted Jasper to have free roam of the house when I stream. We didn't want him to feel like, oh, you know, you're home alone, and Phil's home, but he's being antisocial to you, and he's going to close the door and not let you in. You know what I mean? Like, we felt that was kind of messed up, that had been like that for a while. And I said, you know what? I think what we should honestly do is we should introduce him to...
We should introduce him, but we should wait until we get $1,000 first. Then we can introduce him. But the $1,000 was for the bills and fundraiser, but it was to also introduce the cat. Now he's gonna try to tell us like, well, you didn't pay $1,000 to see a cat. You paid $1,000 for my bills. But I don't get this. I don't get how his. Well, no, he knows it's a scam. He just doesn't want to admit it, I guess. But how can you say if we hit $1,000 on the tips goal, I'll make a positive announcement, and then say later, oh no, you didn't pay $1,000 for that. You paid it for the bills, but. And they say, well, I was always going to introduce you to the cat. I was always going to do it. So then, if you were always going to do it, then why try to hype it up behind a $1,000 tip goal? Like, it just doesn't make any sense, and he just doesn't understand how things look because he thinks we all understand pig. I mean, he was trying to run a Pignosis that. Well, it worked on Planet Jeff, so there you go. Big ups to Planet Jeff. You're the deep Pignosis idiot.
everyone on the streams, but we should wait for the right time so that people can't turn it into some huge negative thing. And I really feel that, you know, waiting for the wedding to pass and you know,
this is good
the fact
too.
that I needed help earlier this year with my taxes and all of that, let all that pass. And by the way, that's the other thing too, like, I could have easily brought him in. People, oh, Phil brought him in as a way to scam people out of money. Dude, I needed money for taxes way more earlier this year than I needed anything else. I could have easily brought him in as like a gimmick for the taxes, and I purposely kept it a secret.
This makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, we're already. It sounds perfect, except that during that time, he was, I don't know if I'll be able to keep the house, guys. I might lose the house. I can't get a cat right now. I could lose the house. I can't get married right now. I might lose the house. The house might go away. I cannot lose the house. I need to keep the house, guys. So, obviously, if he was saying all of that, there was no way in hell he was going to show a cat either way, because I don't think DSP is dumb enough to realize that he's making that hard to show off a cat. So he waited for this time, because now it's like, it's a little dumbed down. He doesn't have to beg for money as hardcore anymore. He still has to beg for money, but now he doesn't have to worry about saying, I need to keep the house, guys. I might lose the house. So now that that's toned down, he could then reveal the cat. He can't reveal the cat when he has to tell us that the house can go away. Like, he doesn't think about that either, which is great.
Secret during that time frame. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
If you just logically apply some of the nonsense people say about me with facts, it all falls away. You know, if I was ever going to use, you know, Jasper as some kind of a tactic, oh look, a way to convince people to give money and stuff, I would have done it during the tax situation when I needed money for taxes, and I didn't.
But
right?
The other thing is, he uses parents for it. Did he forget already? He told us that my parents are, I don't think they want to tell me, but they're ill. You know, they're getting up there in age. You know, this might be the last time I might see them. He kept hyping up that his parents were dying, and he forgot about that. Okay. But
So,
guys, he's honest. He would.
All that being said, you know, yes, honestly, the reason I'm not going to do a home tour video, walk around my house and show you things in my house, is because undoubtedly those fucked up people will find things in the house, spin it with conspiracy theory craziness like they always do.
No, again, he told us that nothing changed in the house. They didn't buy anything new. It's pretty much the same living room, same house. So all the stuff that we could nitpick and all that, we could already do that in old videos. So like, so if nothing changed, then what's there to nitpick if we can already do it? DSP is really building up a case that he has an 8K TV and a lot of new shit that he just doesn't want us to see. Sorry, DSP. I mean, I'm just telling you. Like, if you can't sell the idea that, oh, see, I'm not gonna do a house tour because the house is not really that different. It's like the same, and then tell us at the same time I can't show you because then you guys are gonna like nitpick the amount of money that things are worth in the house. But if it's the same shit that's there, ugh.
And turn it into, this is why Phil is bad, this is why Phil lied about this is why Phil doesn't need money, this is why Phil lies about this. There's no point, you know? And for what benefit? Like I said, I'm not a YouTube content creator anymore. I don't need to have a vlogging channel with content on it. I put out more than enough content on daily live streams for you guys that all that content was phased out. I don't do the week in preview. I don't do DSP tries it. I don't do channel updates. I don't have a reason to walk around my house and do a fucking vlog of my house.
He mentions like the weekend preview and that shit. The weekend preview had nothing to do with his house though. So him ending the weekend preview because of the house makes no sense. It makes as much sense as me saying I'm done streaming because Cleo got a new food container. You're like, what? Sorry guys, I can't stream. I got Cleo a new food container. Sorry. It's like, what?
Because I have enough content to entertain you guys on a daily basis. It's not like it used to be where like, okay, you know, there's not enough to go around. Now there's so
not enough to go around.
Way more than enough games to play these days. You know what I mean? Like I have to skip a lot of games all the time.
Yeah, a lot of good games.
There's no way I could play them all. So There's no point. What's the point of me making a video like that? What purpose does it serve besides giving people who are fucking nosy an inside view of my life to spin stuff negatively? I'm not gonna do it. There's just no point. So.
Relocate to safe zone.
All right. Black pleather jacket. Tip me $1. Yeah, and basically, yeah, I knew it. It's a moron. It's a troll, so I'm just not even gonna read it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the $1 tip, moron. Your hiring manager did a 100-bit cheer and said, "Why would I believe you about anything when you lied about being engaged, you lied about the wedding, you lied about the cat, so how can I believe anything you say?" Then don't. Who cares? I'm a gameplay streamer, right? I'm a gameplay streamer.
I'm a gameplay streamer. Now, when he starts begging for money for taxes again, you guys should just tell him, "Hey, I came here to watch you as a gameplay streamer. You tell us every day you're a gameplay streamer. I don't want to hear about this. Can you just go to the gameplay and see how mad he gets? Guarantee he's gonna be pretty mad. Guarantee."
Do you like the gameplay I put out on my streams? Do you find my streams entertaining? If the answer to those is yes and you want to see it continue, then contribute. If the answer to those is no, I don't trust you as a person, I don't like you, then move on and stop watching me. It's that simple. You're hiring manager, you don't have to be here. There are 5 zillion other people on planet Earth that you can watch.
Now, I like this weaseling around. It's like, if you don't want to support me, and you don't have to trust me, you don't have to trust me. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, except that every time that you need money, you keep, like, acting as if we have to give money. You have to give us money, give me money. You can't be taking me for granted. Remember the whole speech about the YouTube audience having to step up? Like, you can't tell people that they need to step up, they need to start, that people are taking you for granted, and then be like, "Well, you don't have to give me money, man. So it's okay. You make it our business." He tells us every day. Well, not every day at this point, but my bank account's overdrawn. I can't do this. I can't do that. And if it's none of our business to know, then don't talk about it. If you're gonna care so much about what we need to know, what you need to know, whatever the fuck, then don't be upset when people are like saying like, "Hey, you sound like you're lying to me for a bit," you know?
If you really don't fucking trust me, move on. But the truth of the matter is, people won't. They latch on like fucking, like ticks. And they suck the blood slowly. And they do everything they can to do negative shit and just attack. And I'm just tired of it. You know? I'm just a guy who wants to sit here and play games. And I have to hide shit from you. Like the engagement, like the wedding, like the cat. Because people attack me so fucking much. The thing is, people...
Now, he mentions this. I have to hide this stuff, dude. Hold on, I'm gonna...
like the wedding, like the cat, because people attack me so fucking, you know? I'm just a guy who wants to sit here and play games, and I have to hide shit from you, like the engagement, like the wedding, like the cat, because people attack me so fucking much. The thing is, people act like now, "Oh, well, you see, Phil, we can't trust you anymore because you hid stuff from us." But why did I hide stuff from you? Because in the past, I was 100% transparent, and all you assholes did was attack me.
Now, I like how sad he is with it. You guys attacked me. Sad sip. You guys attacked me, man. Because you ask your fans for like so much fucking money, and then you come up with this stuff about like, "Oh well, see, I could go bankrupt. I might have to declare bankruptcy," and then tell us later on, "Oh, I don't qualify for bankruptcy, dude." And then you tell us about your dying parents. They're happy and alive right now, apparently. And then you tell us about, "Oh well, I can't afford a cat right now." You get a cat. Like, it's one thing to say that I'm keeping stuff behind the scenes, and it's another just to give outright fucking lies. Now, Infinite, you should tell this to DSP if you're watching this, that it's one thing to say if someone asks, "Hey, Phil, are you gonna get a cat or are you gonna get married?" DSP could have easily just said this and leave it at this. "Oh, we would like to. We don't know what's in the cards just yet. We'll see. Maybe someday, hopefully." He could just leave it at that. He could leave it at that. It answers the question, and it ends it. It doesn't paint a narrative. It doesn't leave it at that. That it might happen. Hopefully, someday we'll see. Whatever. Just say we'll see. We'll see. We don't know yet. We'll see what happens. But instead of saying we'll see what happens, which is very easy to say, but it's not for DSP, he says, I can't afford the marriage. I can't do this. I can't get the cat until this. I can't get the cat until, we get out of this financial situation. I can't get married until I'm out of this financial situation. Not even, like, was it a week before he left to go on that trip? He told us that, oh, well, I can't get married, guys, until, I can't consider getting married until I get out of this financial debt. And then he gets married after the financial debt. Now he tells us, well, I had to keep it a secret, man. I had to. But that's telling us a blatant lie. It's one thing to keep a secret, it's another to tell blatant lies. It's two different things. And these lies, now, if these were just simple white lies that were harmless, fine. But these lies are literally making him sound like he can't afford anything, and then he gets a cat. And then act surprised when people are like, wait a second, Phil, you said you couldn't afford a cat. Why do you have a cat? Dude, you are being a stalker, mentally ill, fucking idiot. I'm not a scammer. I just had to lie to you guys to keep the cat hidden. But why did you lie? Why couldn't you just say, we'll see, maybe? You know, you didn't have to. Like every time he's trying to hide something, he has to pretend that he's like a homeless guy. He doesn't have to act homeless to keep a secret. Like, let's say I have another rabbit, a secret rabbit, and I don't want to announce the rabbit just yet. I want to, just wait until the rabbit gets more comfortable with me. Maybe I'm waiting for the rabbit to bond with me, whatever. And someone says, "Hey, Thea, are you getting another rabbit?" And I don't want to say anything yet until I know this rabbit is like cool and shit. I would probably just say, "We'll see, maybe. I don't know yet." I mean, it's still kind of the truth. I don't know if I want another rabbit at this point, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. And then leave it at that. And then if I come next week and say, "Hey guys, look, got another rabbit," it's like, oh, okay. No one's gonna sit there like, you scammed for another rabbit, Theo. Oh my god. Because there's no scam. I didn't say, guys, I don't have another rabbit because, I might lose the house tomorrow. I can't, my bank account's overdrawn, guys. I cannot get another rabbit. Okay? I wouldn't say that in that correlation. If I was planning on getting a rabbit to begin with, I probably wouldn't say I can't afford one. If I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get a rabbit, I'll just say I'm not sure if I'm going to get another rabbit, which is the truth.
It hurt me. So now I hide stuff from you. Oh, now Phil's dishonest. Well, wait, whoa. That's because I'm protecting myself and my family because you attacked me first. I was upfront and honest first. I was one of the most honest guys on YouTube for some 6+ years. I shared everything in my life privately with you guys. You knew everything that was going on every day with me. You know what I mean? And people use that incredibly dishonestly, incredibly messed up ways to fuck my life over. So now why the fuck would I...
Whoa! Lie? Wait, hold up.
You know what I mean? And people use guys on YouTube. Whoa. Hide stuff from you because in the past I was 100% transparent and all you assholes did was attack me and hurt me. So now I hide stuff from you. Oh, now Phil's dishonest. Well, wait, whoa.
Whoa! I just gave you misleading and faulty information that was not true. Hello, I'm clearly the most honest guy. I just tell you lies sometimes. I mean, every honest guy tells you lies. Obviously.
That's because I'm protecting myself and my family because you attacked me first.
Now,
I was...
Now, this is also nonsense as well because he told us, I have thick skin. And this and now the also meme here is him saying that, well, if you want to trust me. If you don't, you don't. So then, you could be transparent and be honest and say all these things and say, look, if I got a cat. If you don't believe me that I need your money now for these taxes, then don't believe me. Now, How come? How come we have to be okay to decide if you can trust him or not when he's blatantly lying to us, but when he was telling us the truth before, well, I have to stop. He can't have that same mentality. It just doesn't make any sense. The more you think about it, the more you dissect it, the more like what angle you look at it, it just makes no fucking sense.
Upfront and honest first. I was one of the most honest guys on YouTube for some 6+ years. I shared everything in my life privately with you guys. You knew everything that was going on every day with me. You know what I mean? And people use that incredibly dishonestly,
Incredibly
messed up ways
dishonestly.
to fuck my life over. So now why the fuck would I be honest and upfront about all my private shit? You're out of your mind. Is that these people have this crazy obsession that I must be 100% transparent about everything in my life. It's nuts. Like,
These people have this mentality that I should be transparent all the time. I'm always being dishonest to you is the number one quote from DSP. He literally tells us every day, I'm always transparent with you guys. I'm always transparent. But now he's mad that we hold him accountable to him being transparent. Okay. Sounds fair.
why? Why do you even want to know about that shit? It's just fucked up. It's really fucked up stuff.
Okay. So then why do we need to know about the taxes? Why do we need to know about the Connecticut trip? Why do we need to know about your bank account being overdrawn and what bills get paid? If we're gonna play the game of why do you need to know my business, then don't tell us your fucking business, retard.
And by the way, thank you to Poopstar. I saw you did a couple cheers there. One of them, he said, thank you for adopting an older cat, you know, because basically helping out a cat that's an older cat is a good thing.
Is
And,
is
you know,
a is
those
a
cats can
is
a lot of the times go without being
a good
adopted for
thing.
quite a long time. I know, and that's honestly one of the reasons why we took in Jasper. Timbo Slice Cheers, so that's one thing I can never understand
No.
with haters and other streamers.
No, I kind of. I was thinking about this. I kind of don't consider Jasper an old cat. I'm sorry. 1 year is like 1 to 2 years, let's say, isn't really that old. If Jasper was like 5 years old, okay. I don't know how long cats live for though, but I don't know. I don't think 1 to 2 years is that old. I mean, Cleo, when she was like 1 to 2 years old, she still looked small and cute, and she was like, "Oh, this." Now she's like this big monster. That's well, she's not big. She's still my little blob. She's still my little blob that's there. She's so cute. She's like, oh, she's all there. She's like, ah.
They dig so deep to the personal life. It's very disturbing to me that people do that to someone who they don't like. Wonder if they do the same to others in their life. Probably not, because they latch on. They have this crazy thing. They latch on to one person because that's the person they can do it and get away with, right? They know I'm a public guy. I need to do this for a living. I can't do anything else for a job. And so I'm stuck basically putting up with their shit. I'm literally stuck putting up with their shit. And I have no means to counter it.
No, I like how DSP acts as it, like, the guy said, like, oh, do you think that these people do it to anyone else? No, they only do it to me. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, there are people that have it worse than him. I kind of feel like Wings has a little bit worse than him. Like, the only difference is that, oddly, Wings kind of deals with it a little bit better, I guess. But, I mean, I don't know. I kind of think DSP and maybe even LTG have it a little bit better than some lolcows. I mean, he should be glad he's not fucking Chris Chan. But he has it the worst, guys. The king of suffering.
Or whatever. I don't have money to do it, right? Poopster cheered. He said, exactly, feel these people latch on from years and years ago. It's like that they can't realize that people can change, right?
Huh.
Johnny Skimmark Shooty said, you got good views on the vlogs, updates, DSP tries it, and tours. Don't think having different content besides gaming is plan B in case the gameplay dries up. At least you'll have a safety net. Dude, what do you understand? You don't understand. That was the shit that I did to differentiate, and it failed because of YouTube, so I stopped doing it. I focused on the stuff that worked, and that's what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Like,
Great reading comprehension, DSP. You're clearly a valedictorian because you clearly understood the question, right? He said once the gameplay dries out, this is the future, like 10 years later, whatever, when gaming is done, what is the DSP gonna do? Because what if this doesn't work out? Oh, well, I did vlogging, man, come on.
Was doing gameplay because that's what I want to do. That's what I've always wanted to do. Before I ever did the vlogging was the thing I did to differentiate when everyone told me to differentiate years ago. I did it. It didn't pan out and work out. Sure, people liked it, but YouTube ruined it all. So I stopped doing it. You know, why am I going to do DSP tries it when I make $4 on the video, but I end up spending... Look at that. That's ugly. When I make $4 on the video, but I end up spending $20 on the meal. You see what I mean?
How do you spend $20 on fast food for one person?
The personal stuff just backfired and hurt me more than helped.
How does it cost $20 for one meal? At most, like, maybe $10. Maybe, but 20 seems ridiculous. Are they, like, running a scam for him? Or are they like, oh, guys, that DSP guy's here. Let's give him the old scammeroo.
So you think that that's diversity? It's not. That's not diversifying at all. Diversifying is, you know, diversifying would be doing something completely different from what I'm doing now, which eventually I'd like to do. Like I told you guys, I don't think
diversifying is doing stuff I'm not doing right now. He's not doing vlogs right now. Amazing. Amazing.
I could live stream forever. I think eventually I'm going to have to change from doing this as my one job to eventually finding something else to do. But that's going to be a while because I have to get out of the tons of
Of course, the diversifying is him doing something that doesn't benefit the viewers at all. Getting a job is diversifying, apparently. This guy is so fucking weird. He thinks streaming the same shit every day, like every week, the same structure, is variety. It's not. And he thinks that's variety. He thinks diversifying is getting a job. Oh my god, this guy's a meme.
Financial issues that I'm in. I got debt up the ass. You know, my credit's terrible. It's going to take years and years of work to work myself to a point where I can get out of that situation. And now I can do another job outside of streaming and make less money doing it. I can afford to make less money, right? And then I could, you know, have another job on the side while maybe I'm streaming until I transition into just doing that, right? But I can't do it right now. Meat Pistol Meltdown Charity says, let's see. Oh, here we go. So Meat Pistol Meltdown says the following. How creative does a person have to be to spin reality? The reality is Phil plays games. When he was younger, he made financial mistakes. Now he's paying for them and is upfront about it. I'd say that's about correct. That's about 100% correct. And I've been upfront about that. I fucked up. I did a lot of bad financial things behind the scenes that I shouldn't have done. That's the situation I'm in. I always depend.
It's very easy to say in hindsight that I fucked up. I can tell you I fucked up in my past. It's very easy to do that. It's like, okay, whatever.
I always thought I was going to make at least similar income to what I was making. And that was not the case because of things that YouTube did, because of things the trolls did, and because of things that I did. I don't make that money anymore, and that's what fucked me over, okay?
Now, much cinema, they renegotiated the,
They turn it into this.
Whatever.
Phil's a scam artist, swimming in money, driving expensive cars, and goes out to fancy dinners every night. These people need to write movie scripts. They should. I mean, seriously.
Oh my god. This is like someone watching my videos and thinking the AKTV, the platinum seats are all legit speculation. They try to think what you say, and they say like, you're in sports cars, and this and that. They used to write movie scripts. Yeah, I know I should write movie scripts. You're right, DSP. Oh my god, his fans are so special. They don't understand at all the criticisms. DSP looked out. He looked out. He got people that don't think to give him money. They don't have it. They're not critical at all where their money goes. While they're critical about where the money goes when they buy video games. Well, not everyone's a galactic brain like DSP's fan base.
They should be writing movie scripts at this point with the stuff that they're saying, right? Another troll tip, and then supposedly a tip from the mod who got unmodded, who's blatantly lying on what he's saying here. I'm not even going to address it. It's a waste of everyone's fucking time. Planet Jeff tipped me $21. Thank you very much for the top tip tonight, Planet Jeff. However, it says you tipped twice, and I'm wondering if it's screwed up, because it's the same message twice. I think it's an error. I think that Streamlabs showed a double up. And I want to confirm that because if you did tip me twice by accident, I want to let you know. So maybe I can refund the double tip. Because obviously I don't think you intended to tip me the same amount twice. So hold on one second while I confirm this. Dude, I think it did tip twice. Planet Jeff, I think it did a double tip by accident.
Oh no, guys.
According to this, it did do a double tip. So Jeff, if you're okay with that, let me know. If you're not, I will refund you that duplicate tip because it's exactly the same tips for 21.
Oh no, guys. Planet Jeff, who gave DSP like more than $1,000 in total, lost $40 in that Streamlabs glitch. Now I got a question. How come he gets these double tip glitches? I kind of think Planet Jeff wanted tip twice. I don't know, because that never happened to me. No one accidentally tipped me 2 times. Oh, whoops! I just gave you 2 20s. Whoops, my bad. I don't know. Then again, I don't think my viewers are that special anyway. I think my viewers are pretty smart. They're intelligent humans. I don't know about DSP's viewers though. I don't know.
$21, and with the same message, but there's 2 different transaction IDs. So I think that maybe PayPal errored out or something. I don't know what the hell happened, man. Okay, you just said in the stream chat, no worries. All right, I just wanted to be honest with you because I think that
Now,
I
was never sure if we ever knew that Planet Jeff 2, the Twitch account, was Planet Jeff. I don't remember anyone ever confirming that. DSP literally confirmed that. So, guys, Planet Jeff 2 is Planet Jeff. So, you know what? Don't hound him about giving him money. Just say, Planet Jeff, can you please stream? I want to see a Planet Jeff stream soon. Because I want to see what kind of talent he has, dude. Well, don't do that either. I mean, we don't need to prove DSP's point because then Planet Jeff's gonna be like, oh, Phil, here's $1,000. Oh, Theo's fans attacked me. I don't know. Fucking, it is what it is.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know why I double charged him. That's messed up. As long as you say it's okay, Jeff. All right. So anyway, first of all, let me delete a ton of emails here. Holy shit, there's a ton. And I want to read what he said because he said something pretty pertinent to our discussions here tonight.
Oh, of course he did.
And don't worry, yes, I'm going to play more. I know people are going nuts because I'm not currently playing the game and I'm just talking. But don't worry, we're going to get back to more gameplay.
Don't worry, I'm just wasting your time. I value your time.
Planet Jeff to me $21 and says, my last tip to you caused a massive amount of grief directed at me, but I really don't care. They don't understand and they never will. I do find it funny and ironic that I named a cat a little before little Jasper's reveal because I had no idea that DSP had a cat. Right.
Wait, what?
Jay, but I really don't care. They don't understand and they never will. I do find it funny and ironic that and says, my last tip to you caused a massive amount of grief directed at me.
Oh, massive amount of grief? Oh, poor Planet Jeff. A lot of people are mad at him. He got a lot of grief, man. That's terrible, man. It's I don't know what's worse. He had a lot of grief directed at him. I mean, imagine you give someone a lot of money and then people are like mad at you about it. I mean, I don't know, Planet Jeff. That's pretty sad. But look at the bright side. At least you have a wife? Oh, wait, whoops. Now, you might be saying, Theo, that's a little mean. Don't be a meanie. Don't be a meanie. Well, you're probably wondering why I know that Planet Jeff has, lost his wife, the late Miss Jeff or whatever, Miss Planet, whatever the fuck. Planet Jeff came to DSP's stream, tipped him like $200 and said, my wife died, so... the thing is that I'm gonna get a little into Planet Jeff on this. I kind of don't like the idea of not only of going to someone's stream and just say like, "Oh, my relative died," and let alone give him like 200, give the person $200 just to say that. That's kind of like fucking selfish. Your wife passed. Sure, okay, I'm sorry that you lost your wife, but like maybe there's more things you could do with that money than just pouring it onto this guy, and maybe don't be such a cuck about it. Like, who goes to a stream to say my family member died? Like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, it's one thing to, like if you say it on like Twitter, on your own Twitter, like that's one thing because you're putting out yourself. I don't know. I just think it's a little bad taste to go to someone's stream, tip them a lot of money just to say that. I think that's honestly a little bad taste and a little disrespectful to the dead. So, Planet Jeff, good job there, buddy. Yeah, cry about the detractors going after you. That's the worst thing, right? I mean, that. What could be worse? Jeez.
But I really don't care. They don't understand and they never will. I do find it funny and ironic that I named a cat a little before Little Jasper's reveal because I had no idea that DSP had a cat.
He named a cat?
Caused
Uh-oh.
a massive amount of grief directed at me, but I really don't care. They don't understand and they never will. I do find it funny and ironic that I named a cat a little
That I named a cat?
before Little Jasper's
Little before Little Jasper's
reveal.
reveal. Oh my god, wheelchair symbol on this. Wait. Not only did Planet Jeff come in to that stream and say, sorry I'm late, here's $1,000, and then say, I named a cat Jasper? Oh my god. Now of course there was a meme that people thought that they coordinated the tip because who goes to a stream and say, sorry I'm late, here's enough money for the goal? I mean, it's all a little too exact and perfect, I mean, it's just so weird. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing, but it's like speculation that doesn't mean anything. And the fact that it got to Planet Jeff and to DSP is pretty much gold dust at this point. Like, oh my god, the two wheelchairs.
I had no idea that DSP had a cat. Right. Jeff was a very generous tipper during last week's event where I was trying to raise funds via tips to help me pay bills for the month.
Ugh.
And he did it. Listen to some of the conspiracy theory. Jeff, I don't even know if you heard about some of these, all right? One conspiracy theory is that I had behind the scenes, I had talked to Jeff and he had already agreed that he was going to tip me this certain amount of money during the stream. So that if I didn't hit the goal, he would tip me anyway to make it look like artificially I had hit the goal so everyone would be happy. And so the plan was always that I was going to reveal Jack.
No, like how it's artificially. If Planet Jeff even let's say that they coordinated this and he hit $1,000, it's still the same as him coming into the stream to give you $1,000 to hit the goal. It's still artificial. Like, oh my god, these two people, DSP and DSP, divorce Cat, marry Planet Jeff. You two are made for each other.
Jasper, no matter what, that it was a big conspiracy, but I was trying to basically lie to people and pretend like it was a legit fundraiser to scam more money out of my viewers. This is what they actually said. Like, they actually said behind the scenes we had this elaborate fucking plan set up to scam money out of other viewers. Like, what? Like, what? Where did you even get this from? What really happened was we hit the goal, right? I revealed Jasper, and then Planet Jeff came in late and was like, wow, that's amazing. Here's another nice tip. And I was so grateful.
How do you know that's what he said? His fucking tip said, I'm sorry I'm late.
By the way, Jeff, just so you know, between all the tips I raised that day, it saved my butt this month. This is the first month I didn't overdraw my bank account since March. I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
This is the first month.
So then why did you tell us in another pre-stream after the cat reveal? Guys, I need to pay my bills. My bills are bouncing. I need to pay the bills, so I need you to tip me. Then how come tipping is still the most important thing for your fans to... Remember when it used to be like, okay guys, I got my Twitch payment. I don't care how you support me however you want. Now we're still doing the, If you want to help the most, tip me. I get that immediately. Oh, this is fucking disgusting.
I didn't overdraw my bank account because of the people who came in and were very supportive. So that was amazing. Thank you for that. I just want to let you know how much that actually helped. Okay. And here you go. Here's a moron. This guy. There's a conspiracy nut in the stream chat saying I did talk to him behind the streams and this was my evil plan all along. They think that.
I think the guy was memeing. He said that was your evil plan all along. I'm pretty sure that's a meme, DSP. I don't think he was being serious, but go off on the guy. Sure, why not?
They're that nuts. I don't have any contact with Jeff outside of the streams. I don't. What are you talking about?
Like you didn't have a tut?
Yes, Jeff is really my secret friend, and he funnels fake money to me behind the scenes. Like, what on earth is going on?
So he's not your friend. Wow, Jeff, you got cucked. I would assume he is your friend because, I mean, you did give him like over $1,000 in total over the time you watched him, but you're not friends with him. Feels bad, man. Well, it is what it is, Jeff. It's okay.
What?
What?
But anyway, play it, Jeff. Yeah, I appreciate the tip. First of all, you're the top tipper of the night. Let me get you up on the leaderboard for that $21 tip. And incidentally, it did it twice. So really, that's $42 in tips. So we're actually up to $96 in tips right now, which is amazing. Thanks, everybody.
Now, I love that he's like, well, you got a tip twice, so really? We're up to here. So he wasn't planning on adding it? Weird. Weird. Do I have another napkin here? No, I don't. Oh, no. Oh, well.
It's crazy, Jeff, and I apologize publicly, and I'll say this to you, Jeff, and to everyone. Anyone who contributes to me, I'm really sorry that these fuckheads come after you guys. I don't know what I can do about that. You know what I mean? Like, I do what I can to try to protect you and make sure that information doesn't get out when you guys contribute. Really? FYI, you know, I've taken steps and things like private information usually won't get out for people who do these kind of contributions, and you know.
Now, I think it was Kortberg, whatever the fuck, who tipped him like $1,000 overnight. Just, well, I tipped him $1,000 overnight. People found out, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. $1,000 tip? But then he removed the leaderboards that Streamlabs has, and he's like, well, I'm sorry that people go after you. Now, I don't think anyone went after Hank Duma, Rob. I mean, Rob, I mean, no one really did anything much with Rob or Hank. They mostly use them as, like, punching bags in the sense of, like, people use them as illustrations of DSP being like a cam girl. Like, when Hank Duma tips, like, $1, let's say, or Rob, he's like, oh, hey, Rob, what's going on, man? Hey, man, are you cool? Yeah, cool, man. Hey, Rob's here. Oh, hey, Hank, what up? He never does that with anyone else. He doesn't say, hey, what up, man? He doesn't give him the cam girl welcome. But Rob and Hank, well, Planet Jeff too, they all get the cam girl voice.
You know, I'm so appreciative of them because they help me. And I'm really sorry that these scumbags are so messed up in the head.
The reason why people kind of make fun of Planet Jeff and whales like that, like, to a point, Super Blind Man, it's really because they don't just give money and say, hey man, great content, like your work, whatever. They kind of act like little bitches about it. Like, I'm gonna stick it to the trolls. Here, Phil, here's $100. Take that, trolls. And it's so fucking dumb. Like, oh, it's just cringe. It's the most cringe thing. Like, they post the most cringe fucking cheer messages, and it's just like, oh, it's so special
that they do that stuff and go after people who contribute to me. On the flip side of it, I don't think these people realize that because they do that, it motivates people to contribute because they realize, man, Phil is really gets fucked with so hard.
So now he's telling us that, oh, well, now, Actually, hold on. Let's hear that again.
On the flip side of it, I don't think these people realize that because they do that, it motivates people to contribute because they realize, man, Phil is really gets fucked with so hard.
Phil gets fucked. Now, I can't remember. I can't. I forgot my initial point that I was gonna say, but okay, Planet Jeff, what kind of fan are you? You know, why do you need to be motivated by harassment to support your favorite streamer? You know, he owes 17K to the government, Planet Jeff, and you didn't help him. Fucking idiot. He needs tips. But you only show up when there are special events or when he cries and all this stuff. That's kind of fucked up, man. Why, you know, that's the other thing I've noticed about his pay pigs. They only give him a lot of money. Either randomly, which is whatever, but then they always wait until, like, he cries and begs. Like, he only hit the, Rageathon sub goal because he cried about not hitting the goal. Like, that's why he got so many subs. No one subbed because they wanted it. It's because he was like, gosh, I don't think we're gonna hit the sub goal. And then he hit the sub goal. Like, I've never seen someone go to someone after they cry on stream about not making money to get money. Unless they're a lol cow. And he also doesn't think it's a little weird that his fans won't tip him until, like, trolls make fun of him. You don't think that's a little that maybe they're just not fans and they're cucks? Probably. I mean, imagine if in order for you to support your streamer, you had to be made fun of to support them. It's like, you know what? I would buy Mega 64's new DVD, but I really need to be made fun of first. Then I'll buy it. You know, I'm not gonna buy it because I want to, and I want to support their work. I need to be made fun of first. Okay, come on.
Right? That I want him to succeed. So when you tell, there are some people like me. I'm one of these people. When I get told you can't do something, right? I now make it my goal to prove to them that I can do it. You can't achieve this. I'll do it. So, oh, you shouldn't contribute to Phil because, because of this, and you look at it, you're like, well, I know none of that is true about Phil. I like Phil. I'm going to contribute anyway. Now you harass me about it. Well, I'm going to come back and contribute again because you harassed me about it because I want to stick it to you.
If you want to see a streamer be successful, why would you wait until to be made fun of, though? And then I like how it's like, well, you know, I feel sorry for Phil. I'm gonna give him money. Here's some money. Oh, people made fun of me for it. I'm gonna give him more money. I think he's trying to develop a narrative for his pay pigs so that they could just do that, so they could always be on the line. Good job, DSP. Well, I mean, he has planned stuff on the line for a while. I mean, it is what it is.
And I don't think the trolls realize that. That if anything, if the trolls left me alone, it might actually have a worse effect. You know what I mean? Like, but they're that dumb that they think that
Okay. Well, you're welcome. One, you're welcome, DSP. Secondly, there's how many Mr. Hut stuff videos alone of him saying when people ask him like, shouldn't you be thankful for the trolls? I mean, they give you notoriety and this and that. No. You know, they hurt my business. And, you know, if they went away, I'd be more successful. I'll be able to get sponsorship opportunities and all this stuff. But you're able to get whales because of us, DSP. I kind of feel like if he has whales, it's a little bit better than a sponsorship opportunity because a sponsorship opportunity, he would have to, like, kiss their ass and all that shit. He doesn't have to kiss the ass of these dumbass whales. He could literally tell them that they're fucking retards and they should go away forever, and they'll still give him money for it. So I think he should be grateful for us. You're welcome, DSP. I'm glad I was able to matchmake you and Planet Jeff together forever. You're both made for each other. Both of you. Wheelchairs for life.
harassing constantly is somehow going to hurt. Well, I've been here for 11 fucking years. 11 years. I'm not going anywhere. There's nothing that trolls could do that will ever knock me off the internet and not allow me.
Well, we got you to stop vlogging for some reason. We got you to lie to your fans. We got you to not have sub pop-ups anymore. Got you to not be in Twitch sponsorship program anymore. Copyright strike to you. I mean, yeah, you're not going anywhere, but I mean, if you're gonna brag about being here, then why don't you vlog? Why don't you do a house tour then? Oh, because of the trolls that don't matter, but they matter. Which is it, DSP? Do we matter or not?
Me to do what I love. I would have been gone a long time ago. Okay, this is what I mean. They're so dumb. They don't get that,
They're
right?
so
So thank you very
dumb.
much, Planet Jeff, for sticking with it. Thank you for putting up with the abuse that you do. I know when you contribute. I know it exists. I'm really sorry about
I
that.
know it exists. I
Oh, let's see
I
here.
hear
Baby Man
you.
Gaming Gremlin cheered. He said, "What other than the money raised changed that allowed you to finally share the good news of Jasper?" Not necessarily too much. It was just like Kat and I talked about it, and we definitely wanted to share Jasper with the world this summer. We knew we couldn't share him earlier than the wedding because we were nervous that when we weren't here, that someone would literally try to break into our house and fuck with stuff. And it's one thing to fuck with our belongings, whatever you get insurance. But what about if something happened to Jasper?
Jasper. Now, he tells us every day he lives in a condo, not condo, whoops. Gated community. He lives in a gated community. And it's illegal for us to get in there. And then he tells us that the trolls are dumb. The trolls are fucking idiots. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. If we're so dumb, then why are you so afraid of us? I mean, okay, we're idiots, guys. We can't accomplish anything.
Right? So we had to keep all that stuff completely secret until a certain point. And then when we came back from the wedding and all of that, now we had to go through months of financial problems and stuff. All this stuff that happened behind the scenes, I still haven't even told you guys about that. Really, it's still messed up. We're going to be messed up for years probably. And so, you know, I'm not going to now start talking, oh, things really suck now financially. But by the way, we have a cat that we've had for a while, and then people would start, screaming. I knew no matter when I introduced Jasper, people were going to be negative about it no matter what and say, oh, I shouldn't have a cat because I have financial problems.
DSP, you were one of those fucking idiots that would do that. Remember when I don't know if it was in chat or in a pre-stream, but he said, "Well, I'm not just, oh my god, I'm just not gonna get a cat now. I don't know if I'll be able to keep the house. It wouldn't be fair to the cat." He has told us that on multiple occasions, even about the human cat. Well, I can't move in my girlfriend because I don't know if I'll be able to keep the house. I'm not gonna have her move in just to move out again. And then she moves in. I don't know if I'll be able to keep the house, guys. Oh, okay. Well, I can't get the cat because I don't know if I'll be able to keep the house. Well, I got a cat. You're one of them, idiot. Oh, my God.
But I didn't feel that it would make sense at that point to just all of a sudden, oh, we're back from a wedding we didn't tell you guys about until it happened. Oh, by the way, we have a cat, right? I didn't think that was the way to go about it.
I wonder why.
So,
I wonder if it's because he wanted to sell the image of him being struggling and poor because he really wanted to sell that image of him struggling. I can't get a pet. I would like to get a pet, but I don't know if I'll be able to, man. I don't know if I'll be able to.
the truth of the matter is, we just wanted things to calm down a bit. We wanted things to kind of calm down and not be so super serious. So we waited purposely until the summer when we know things calm down around the streams. There's not a lot of new releases and drama going on, and that's why we kind of decided to do it now.
Oh, did Kat say that or did you say that?
Johnny Skimmark Series said, are you still making more than your office job to this day? Yeah, my office job, I wasn't making a ton of money back in the day at my office job, so I still am making more than my office job, yes. Although, I used to make this much more than my office job, and now I make like this much more than my office job. You see what I mean? Like, no, pretty much.
Now, he told us before, I'm pretty sure, my office job paid very well. It was a very nice paid job, man. If he's making more than that,
Much, yeah, kind of almost on par with what I used to do, because YouTube, the bottom fell out of YouTube. That's really why, because the bottom fell out of YouTube. So now Kevy Bear wants me to credit Planet Jeff $42, despite the fact Planet Jeff was in the stream chat and said no, that's fine. Kevy Bear, you're just being a negative dick, and I think you know where you're headed. So Johnny Skimmark,
you could get banned for saying, I think you should give Planet Jeff his money back. No. If you tell me that, you're gonna get that ass banned, bitch. Okay.
a nugget of truth in what trolls say. Now nothing they say is true. No, the thing is, they base it on a nugget of truth, right? So they'll say, Jasper is front declawed. That's the nugget of truth. Phil front declawed Jasper. That's the defamatory slander, right? They have no evidence that I declawed Jasper because I didn't. We got him like that. But they'll say that. They'll take the nugget of truth that he has no claws in the front and say that I did it. Now that's the negative thing. You see what I mean? That's what they always do. They take something that... Did I at one point have an expensive coffee maker in my kitchen? Yes. Did I spend $300, $400 on a coffee maker when things were falling apart on YouTube and I needed money to make ends meet? No, I bought that coffee maker 5, 6, 7 years before that, but they don't talk about that. They just talk about what they see in the video now, and they spin that nugget of truth into something negative that's not true, and that's defamation. That's exactly what defamation or slander is, depending on what form. I believe one of them is in video form or spoken word, and one of them is written form, and I forget which is defamation and slander. I get the two terms confused. Here we go again. This dude doing strings that 100-bit cheer with conspiracy theory nonsense. Literal conspiracy theory nonsense. Let's take things that happen during the stream and somehow spin them into, oh, this is evidence of something when it's evidence of nothing. It's your crazy conspiracy theory. You see what I mean? They do this all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to take a million factors and cram them together into this one really confusing ball of truth that proves that something happened and didn't happen. You are nuts. If this is what you do at your time, you're nuts. You'll probably think a million crazy things happened. Oh my god.
You're
it's
not.
only drama if people turn it into drama. You know what I mean?
I know, this is a pretty drama-filled stream.
Like, for me to be honest and answer your question honestly and tell you the full story behind something, I think that's like something interesting and revealing, and me being honest with you. But then people just say, oh, it's drama because he lied. Like, but you have no evidence that I lied. I said this the other day, and I'll say it again. At least in the United States, I don't know how it is in other countries, at least in a court of law, you're innocent until proven guilty. If someone accuses you of something, alright, you don't even have to prove you're innocent. You just have to prove that there's a reasonable doubt that you didn't do it, right? That's how the American legal system works. So, you know, you could very well be guilty of something, and if someone doesn't have the evidence to prove that you did it, you go free. But it seems like on the internet and the court of public opinion, anyone can say anything about you with zero evidence, and you're guilty of it no matter what. And there's no trial.
Now, these are just opinions on him. This isn't a trial. Like, I could say, oh, well, I think DSP is a retard. Doesn't mean that's true. Now, I could say I think DSP is scamming his fans. It doesn't mean he is, and it doesn't mean that it's a crime or the cops are coming to him or anything like that. But, I mean, I don't think we're all going to go to court over just saying our opinions on people.
And there's no opportunity to really defend yourself, because the thing is, a lot of these things, for example, that people say about me, I would have to reveal personal information that could hurt me in order to prove something. So, for example, the whole taxes situation.
Okay, so we have to presume he's innocent, okay. He meant to, like, oh, we have to prove it. We have to prove that this and that. You know, you can't just say he's guilty and just not have any proof. I could go out of my way and show videos of DSP saying one thing and saying something else. And say, look, I think DSP is a liar. Here's a video. He says that he couldn't afford Jasper. He can't afford a cat. He can't get a cat. Alright, here he has a cat. That proves my point. I win. Now, if he's going to say, well, no, let me tell you why that I can't afford a cat or whatever, he can't do that. He can't give us that information. Now, he can't... He thinks for some reason, which makes no sense if you think about it, is that just because you have the presumption of innocence means that you don't have to prove it at all. Yeah, you're innocent until proven guilty only works in the sense that you can prove your innocence when you go to court. It just tells... It's just it's something so that the judge and the jury can be impartial. They have to assume you're innocent, but that doesn't mean that you cannot be brought in to prove your innocence. Because just because you have the presumption of innocence doesn't mean that you're innocent or that you don't have to defend yourself. For a guy who talks about lawyers and law and legalities and terms of service and all that kind of stuff, he doesn't understand that the presumption of innocence only works in the sense that it's so that people just don't assume you're guilty off the bat, but it's also that you have to prove your innocence. Like, DSP could be innocent of all this. That doesn't really mean much if he can't prove it. So if he can't prove his tax stuff, that doesn't mean that we have to believe it. I could prove that he's a liar. I could prove that in one video he said one thing, in another video he said something else that contradicts that. I could prove that. I can't prove how much he makes. I can't prove all that. I can kind of give you an estimate of what he makes. I mean, I did a fucking dumbass video that one time where I counted all the tiers and tips he made, and that was really close to 10,000 a month. I can tell you that. I can show you that. Since you the proof of that, doesn't mean that it's 100% fact because some of those could be chargebacks, whatever. Who knows? But all this stuff is stuff that I can show you, and I can say, look at that. DSP, oh, are you going to show us that you're innocent? No. Oh, so then why should we believe that you're innocent? Because that's how it is, dude.
That I went through earlier this year, and I really needed the support to get through it. And, you know, thank God people were very supportive and helped me out and got me at least through that temporary hurdle.
Temporary hurdle, by the way.
Back again, but for now, you know, it's not a thing that I have to worry about on a daily basis, right? We'll prove it, Phil. Show us letters from the IRS saying that you owe money. You know, do this, do that. Right now I have a letter sitting on my desk from the IRS that says, here's your payment you have to do, right? If I show you that, that's private information that could be used against me. They could contact the IRS, pretend to be me, and say,
how can you pretend to be DSP? They're probably going to ask, hey, what's your social security number? Are we going to know that too? I mean, I hope no one knows his social security number because that's bad. But the thing is that like when people want proof of the IRS, we're not asking to see the form pristine and perfect and scanned and all that. He could just scan it, put it in like some like Microsoft Paint, like black out the sensitive information and say, look at this. And of course he's gonna give us the meme. Well, detractors are gonna say that it's photoshopped or I've doctored it. Okay, but at least you show us something. I mean, you're gonna say at that point you also just say, look, I showed you guys this, and they try to say I'm lying. But you know what? I could say this. I know I'm telling the truth because I showed you the evidence, and leave it at that. I mean, I could show like there was a time when I opened my Patreon for the first time, and I want to show that people that the front-facing number that you see and the number I see are two different numbers. I was able to take a picture of that. I showed you that, and I didn't have to show people sensitive information because I didn't show that. I didn't go out of my way. Like, all right, look at the image. Okay, look at my patrons. Look at the emails. Look at all of this. Like, I didn't do that. I just showed like the number just the total I saw. That's not really anything sensitive. It's a number. And from what I've shown, it's kind of close to what it showed. I mean, there might be like $1 or $2 that it's off. Like it says, I think it says I make 20. I actually get paid $18 because Patreon and maybe PayPal, but Patreon does take a cut of that. You know, the more I think about it, the weirder it sounds for DSP. We don't need to worry about DSP's Patreon anymore, so.
fucked up stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of stuff that could happen with information that's given out. I can't show you proof of anything. That would mean risking myself and my family. You know? So it's either you believe me, and because you like
what kind of risk would be of your family? Like, do you have your parents' tax forms too? Do you have Kat's tax forms with you? I think he doesn't want us to know that he makes a lot of money.
So much and you like the content that I put out that you want to help me out, that you do, or you don't, and you move on. Not, oh, I harassed the fuck out of Phil and make a bunch of defamatory, slanderous videos about him saying that everything he's ever said was a lie, you know, because I just don't like him and I think he's lying. Like, normal people don't do that. Normal people do not do that shit. You know, normal people just move on.
No, there's some people that still go on to say that this guy's a liar. I mean, look at Trump. There's a lot of people that will definitely throw themselves out there to say, hey guys, you know, Trump is a scammer and he's a liar and this and that. Same with any other company. Nothing new. Just saying.
These obsessed, fucked up people are the ones who are ruining my life, you know?
But I thought we
It's pretty screwed up.
make the whales
So
pay,
let's see here. A
dude.
lot of contributions came in.
I
There was
thought you'd
one
be worse
here,
without us. What?
There was one tip here from someone saying they wanted a serious question. Why did I adopt... Oh, Jasper left. He said, why did I adopt a cat if I had issues with taxes and stuff that I knew was coming up? I didn't even know if I was going to be able to keep my house. Do you want an honest answer? Because things were so messed up with our life. Our life was so stressed out. We didn't know. At that time, we didn't know if we were going to be able to keep this house. We didn't know if we were going to be able to pay bills. We didn't know what was going to happen with taxes. Nothing. All right? It was possible that worst case scenario, we were going to lose the house, you know, screw up my work, permanently screw everything up for years and years. And we just needed something positive. We needed something positive in our lives, you know, to basically make it so that it wasn't just negative, terrible negative after terrible negative.
Now, I've said this before, and every time so far, DSP has been kind of proving my point on this. I think he has some kind of issue in his mind. He might be a shopaholic or something, where he just kind of goes on a buying spree. Now, it's not excluded DSP. It's not like this is a DSP thing, but like, I feel like he's a shopaholic. I just feel like that he gets stressed, and for him to de-stress, he buys stuff. And I think this compulsive thing he does proves that. But that's just my opinion. I'm no doctor.
Which it was at the time. Okay? And sometimes just having a positive certainty versus a lot of negative uncertainties makes you feel a lot better and feel positively for the future. And I'll be honest, having Jasper in our lives at that time did help a tremendous amount. And you might say, oh, well, you know, at that point, what would have happened if you lost your house?
Remember when he said that, oh, you guys, you know, really helped me get through the tough times. You guys, my wife, this, that. No, he needed a fucking cat. This guy. First, it was like, oh my god, guys, it's so great. My girlfriend's here. My girlfriend's here. Oh my god. She's really helping me, like, de-stress and this and that. Oh my god, it's so amazing. Oh man, I'm so glad to have a cat in my life. Oh man, oh boy. It goes from that to, oh, you guys, man, you guys really helped me out. Now it's, oh man, Jasper's gonna really help me out, man. Next year, I wonder what it's gonna be. Are we gonna see a crib? Maybe.
We would have had to find an apartment. It would have been much smaller than where we live now. It wouldn't have been anywhere nice like what we have. And yeah, it would have been a downgrade and probably would have negatively affected a lot of things, including Jasper. But, you know, I talked to my parents about it, and they were like, well, if that's the situation, you know, either we can help you take care of him or if we need to take him in or whatever. It wasn't like we had no plan. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we're so dumb that we didn't think about it.
Yeah, we had no plan. We just went with the parent plan. Now, he told us that, well, we cannot rely on our parents forever. They don't have infinite money. My mom and dad, you know, they're working as it is. I mean, it's hard as it is for them. I can't rely on them anymore. Yet, his mom was able to give him $5,000, or at least the remainder to get on that payment plan, which vanished. There was that, and now the cat. And the trip. They paid for the trip to go to Connecticut. They paid for the hotel. They paid for the food. They paid for the taxes, and now they paid for the cat. And they also offered to take care of the cat. That's 2 years young. 2 years old. Sounds like that they have a lot of money. Ugh. Oh, oops, wrong.
Had things that we had talked about and plans that we had made, but ultimately, you know, we didn't want to. Definitely didn't want to. Oh, here you are. You were behind the couch the whole time. Here he is. We didn't want to lose the house or whatever, and then end up being in a situation where so many horrible things could happen. You know what I mean? Johnny Skimmark Cherry said, "Do you think you were more private with your relationship with your ex, like how you are?"
So
with
then
him,
he
and
could
things would have
get
worked
a
out?
kid then, dude.
No, and I'll tell you why. Just being very upfront, we had too many differences. Like, we had a lot of similarities to things we liked, but what we found out when we moved in together is that we had too many differences between how we were as people. It would have never worked out, even if we had no financial troubles and we had no situation where there was constant stress and people didn't fuck with us and everything. Still, I don't think that relationship would have lasted. I don't, to be honest. I think that it was not meant to be. It was a situation where we had two people when we started seeing each other and going out that it was like a high times for my YouTube career or whatever, and things were nice. But as we moved in with each other, we slowly found out over the course of like 2-3 years that we really
2-3 years. That relationship was a 5-year relationship, but 2-3 years, 2-3 years that early into that relationship, they knew they were not a couple. It's a very specific time.
weren't compatible as people to be together all the time. And that happens. There's people who that's exactly what happens is they have these long-term relationships and then they actually move in together. It doesn't work out. And that's the situation that happened with us. X-Plant tipped me $1 and said, was the second mortgage worth it? Hell, was the first one worth it? I don't know what you mean. If you mean, was buying the condo in Connecticut worth it? Well, there were pros and cons. The pros of the condo in Connecticut is that I was able to start my YouTube career, because if I still lived in my parents' fucking house, there was no way I would have been able to do videos for YouTube. So look at all the positives that have come out of being able to do YouTube, right? The negatives is, financially, it ruined me, because that's a condo that's worth absolutely nothing. I owe way more on it than, I think at this point, I owe almost twice as much on it than what it's worth. And there's no way to get rid of it, and it's a giant financial drain on me, and it's ruined a lot of things in my life because I had that condo. Now, I bought that condo way before I even did YouTube. That was for my old office job. Before I had ever done YouTube, I thought that it was going to be, you know, I live near my job. That's why I got that condo, to live near my work. And that job completely fucked me over, you know. If you're talking about the second place, this place,
he was talking about both.
Was a great decision.
The guy,
this home I live in right.
The guy was talking about both of them. Is it worth getting a whatever?
Now, amazing area of the country. Beautiful weather most of the time. Everything that I could ever want is at my fingertips. It's allowed me to heal my back, which I couldn't do in Connecticut because of constant bad weather and stress. Instead, out here, I changed my lifestyle to heal up my back injury, and now my back isn't even a concern anymore. And this home, the value keeps going up. So eventually,
like I said, changes lifestyle. These lifestyle changes aren't really a lifestyle change because it's not a lifestyle to live in a place and have to carry things around. That's not a lifestyle. Oh my God, these people that live in this lifestyle of carrying things from a car in a parking lot to their room, to their condo room or apartment room, or whatever. Not my lifestyle. I'm gonna garage, a driveway, and everything. Sound good?
At some point in my life, my credit won't be horrible. It might not be anytime soon. It might be 10, 15 years from now. But the home value keeps going up, and I think that I'm going to be able to have a lot of equity in things in this house that I'll be able to use in the future. I can't do it now because my credit's shit, but maybe in the future. So buying this house was actually a tremendous positive and a huge, great decision. The problem was buying this house and then also having the mortgage in Connecticut and then furnishing this house and financing all the furnishing of this house with money that I don't have because I don't make the money I used to make on YouTube anymore. That's where everything really went wrong, okay? But of course, that's not what you want to hear. What you want to hear from me is, oh no, it was a terrible decision to move here. It wasn't.
No, I like how he said, oh no. That's not what you want to hear. The guy just asked if it was worth it. He didn't say, hey man, does your life suck? I like how he goes straight to the negative with this guy.
Best decision of my life. One of the best decisions of my life, I would say. Not the best decision of my life. That's kind of ultimate. But one of the best decisions ever was to get the fuck out of Connecticut and
marry Kat, dude.
If I were still living in Connecticut right now, financially I might be in a better position, but I would hate my fucking life. I'm just being honest. I would hate it. I would absolutely hate my life, and I hated every moment I was there. That was not the place for me. I couldn't even do anything with YouTube and streaming like I wanted to there because
I'm able to do stuff with YouTube and streaming.
Everything there was miserable.
Weird.
I could not wait to get the fuck out of Connecticut. My whole time I was there, I was like, man, YouTube's great, but I can't wait to get the fuck out of here. And once I did, it was like so much better, you know? Johnny Skimmark shares that apart from them certificating you and firing you afterwards, how did the airplane place fuck you over? Well, basically, they had me doing work that I wasn't being paid
this is
for.
Weird.
They told me, they promised me that if I went to these special classes, got this extra certification, worked extra hours, did extra work, that they were eventually going to give me a job in that continuous improvement work, and it would be more money and a promotion, and they would probably move me out of the building where I was working to do this work in other places of the company, okay? That was the promise that was basically made to me. And that's why I bought the condo that I bought in Connecticut, because I told them, all right, well, I'm going to be more serious about it. What I need to do is live right near work. So if you need me here every day to do this shit, I can get here. Not that I live 5, 6, 7 miles away, and if there's snow, I can't get to work or whatever. That's one of the major fucking reasons that I actually got that condo. Was to be closer to work and to be one of their most loyal and dedicated employees, which I was. I busted my ass for that company. By the end there, I mean, I was working pretty incredible hours some weekends and everything.
Yeah,
that's why I was so happy to have YouTube as my escape, because I was working my ass off for them and getting paid the same money as a customer service rep. I was doing the work of someone who should have been making literally double what they were paying me, because they were promising me they were eventually going to give me the job and promote me, and then they never did. They lied, and then they laid me off. So not only did they lie to me constantly at the job and say, oh, you're going to get a promotion, you're going to make more money if you basically bust your ass and do all this extra work for us. Then I told them, okay, well, what I'm going to do is go the extra mile and prove my dedication to you guys by moving and everything. And they said, yeah, do that. So I did, and then they fucked me over and laid me off anyway.
Now, I was thinking about this. What if they were just doing that because they thought that they were going to keep him for a while, and then when he was all said and done, they were like, well, we can't afford him anymore. We thought we could, we can't, out of there. But no, they should have stuck out for him. I mean, they should have driven because didn't he say like the company went under after he left, pretty much? I mean, I think they fired him because they probably couldn't afford to keep him. But I don't know. Maybe that might be a truth that DSP doesn't want to admit.
Okay, Me Pistol Meltdown Cheers. Since you're on the theme of openness, why is it such a big secret on how you met your wife? Why don't you want to share that with us? Well, the truth of the matter is, it's not much of a secret. It's an interesting story, but it basically has, oh wow, it basically has information about her private background in life. And by the way, it's not the bullshit that idiots talk about on the internet and again make conspiracy theories about.
It's not about that. So Superman's a lie. Superman doesn't exist apparently, and if that's the case, how come during the Halloween she got triggered over stuff that is apparently not true? People were like quoting songs from that song from the hair flip video, whatever the fuck, and she got mad. Like, you kind of tell that she was not having a good time because that's all she was forced to watch. Unfortunately, DSP did not do a good job talking to her. But she got triggered over that. She got triggered over the demon possession stuff. But that stuff is fake. That's not what happened. So then why is she triggered by that stuff if that's not what happened? Kind of weird. It's like if I get... I don't know. I don't know what else to say to that. That's kind of dumb. Kind of dumb, DSP.
Actually a very different situation than that, and it's a private situation of her life that is not my place to speak about, okay? The story of Kat and I meeting and how it came to be and how we started dating and everything came at a time of stuff going on in her...
No, I just like how we can't get his perspective of it. Like, it's so unique and different that what happened isn't just from his perspective. They both mesh together and things just happen on both sides. So kind of sounds more and more like they had an affair. Now I think what happened. I think this is probably what happened because it kind of fits in with how Cat acts. So I think that DSP was probably talking to this girl, and she was probably like wanting to end the relationship with Superman. She probably just didn't. I said this as well before, but I'll say it again. And she's like, I don't know how to break up with this guy. It's a little weird situation because I moved in with this guy, and if I break up with him, I'll be out on the street. I think that's the situation she was in. Like, she was trying to get out of that relationship, but she couldn't get out because she knew if she did, she would be kicked out, and then she'd be out on the street, and she had nowhere else to go. Then, big boy Chad DSP came around, and she's like, this guy. She starts talking to him. He starts talking to her. He didn't know about Superman just yet. And then once he started talking about moving in together, she's like, Phil, I'm actually with this guy, and I'm trying to break up with him, but I don't have anywhere else to go. So when Diaz was talking about this lease running out and all this stuff, he was probably like, look, tell him you're done in like by January, okay? And then you can fly in February after I do these like big marathons, okay? Yeah. And she was like, oh, okay, Phil, I'll do that. And there you go. I think that's what happened. But we have to pray to a blue moon that Cat will decide to grace us and to do all this stuff because DSP cannot at all ask her like a normal person, be like, "Hey, Kat, is it okay if I tell them how we meet?" At all, no. Instead of asking her like a normal person, he's gonna take that like if you tell him like, "Hey, Phil, can you ask Kat about this?" I'm not gonna hound her about this. So, rip.
Her life that's very private, and it's her place if she ever wants to publicly talk about that stuff, not me.
It's her place, dude.
All right, it would be unfair for me to even talk about any of that stuff on a stream because it's not my life, it's hers, and the shit that she was going
But
through
it's
in her
your life
private life is
too.
no one's business, especially if she's not a part of my streams. So that's the thing. You asked that question, and you want to hear about this story. I can't tell it. I can't tell it without her permission, and she doesn't want to be part of the stream. She doesn't want her stuff on the internet. So so what happens is detractors and assholes make shit up.
Why not tell us your perspective of it? Now we make shit up, but yet she gets triggered by the stuff that we say that's not true. I don't know.
Or find unrelated things about her past up and assume that that's what it is and just make stories up out of nothing and say that it's fact, and people believe it because they're dumb fucks, because they want to believe the drama rather than wait until a day when maybe we can actually talk about it.
When is that date then, DSP? What's this meme? I never heard this. You don't want to wait for the day. When do we know when the day is? She doesn't want to come on stream. It's very fucking obvious.
Darth Nightwing cheered. He said, Phil, big fan here. Got a... Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
You're not a big fan. You're a troll. So thanks for doing that so I know to ban you. Johnny Skinmarks cheered. Said, did your back injury fuck up your office job in any way? Oh, yeah. Because as you guys can see, it's hard for me to even sit still. Like, you see when I do my streams here, that I really can't sit still, that I'm constantly like, kind of moving. And people say, why does Phil lean forward and back and move around and stuff? And why does he wiggle his legs and stuff? Because my back injury, because the disc is messed up, and I feel uncomfortable sitting still. I actually need to be constantly moving around. If I don't, then I actually feel uncomfortable and I can have pain and stuff. So in my old office job, I couldn't even sit in the normal office chair anymore. They had to get me a special chair and stuff to sit in because of my back injury. And it sucked because basically I had to try to do stuff to move around the building. That's one of the reasons.
And that's probably why you got fired, because of all the fucking maintenance they had to pay for him.
Why I told them that, I felt that doing something different than being a customer service rep would be better for me because I couldn't just sit at the desk all day. I needed to be someone who was moving,
I really waited that long to drink
talking with people in the building. And the work that I did continuous improvement work. I revamped their entire repairs process of bringing in broken parts, getting them into our inventory and into our inventory system, having the representatives who worked at the computers get the information, talk to the customers about what was wrong with the parts,
fucking leg. I hate it.
Send those parts out and get them repaired, etc. All that process I revamped from the ground up. So my job for a year was to walk through the building talking to everyone about this current process, how they did it, and basically revamping the whole process, which was great. That last year that I worked there, I was moving constantly, which was good for my back. But that was the thing, I got my back injury, and I'm like, I can't really do the job you hired me for anymore. But I could do so much more if you would just, give me the time and means to do it. Look at all the shit that I could do, and that's when they promised me the world and basically lied to me and got rid of me after I did the work that they wanted me to do. So,
Nah.
All right,
I love that these go left sound so perfect. They sound like soundboards at this point. Like when you watch like a Dark Dave Mirror and he puts like those like goat laughs on a soundboard, it literally sounds like DSP is doing goat laughs. There are times where I'm like, I have like Dark Dave's stream in the background, I'm doing something else, and all of a sudden I hear, "Nah," and I think that's something that DSP actually did, and then I realized, oh wait, no, it's a sound clip. That's how bad it is.
Let's see here. Jeffrey tipped me $5. Said, if you could replay or play new one game for yourself with no business pressure, what would it be? I have no idea. The thing is, I play games for streams, you know, for kind of freely.
You do?
You say business pressure? The only time that I feel business pressure is if there's a game I really want to play that, like, I don't think would work with the viewing audience. And honestly, recently, I don't think that's really been the case. Most of the games that
okay, so you can play Octopath Traveler.
We're interested in, I find a way to make it work. Like, for example, Dragon Quest 11, I was like, man, a long, drawn-out JRPG. No one likes it when I play those. But what I did is I made a chill late-night stream that I did for an extended period of time. And I made the streams have a completely different kind of vibe to them because they were more interactive, and it worked. Versus, you know, again, the old way I used to do videos for YouTube where it was offline and there was no interactivity, and so people would be just so bored when I played a JRPG. It's not like that anymore. You see what I mean?
I don't see what you mean, because then why don't you play
that now I feel
Octopath Traveler?
As long as I find a way to balance things. If I can balance an action-based game with a slow-paced RPG, with a chill late-night stream, see what I mean? If I get that variety of content to balance, everyone seems to be happy, and I can play the games that I want to play. So I don't know necessarily if there's a game that, I've always wanted to play it and I can't play it because I know no one will care.
Lost Odyssey.
Recently I found that I can actually play those games. I had to play Final Fantasy IX, and the playthrough did well. You know,
the other
it actually
one?
did really well. Zero complaints. So, you know, in that regard, great, right? In that regard, I think, you know, things have worked out really well. So I don't really have an honest answer, Jeffrey, for you, because I think that I'm not in a situation where, oh man, I can't play a game because it's business pressure. It won't turn out like that. I don't think I have those pressures so much. I usually can find a way to balance it in and make it work with my current content, and that's a great thing. Johnny Skimmarks cheers said, how much of your streams are forced versus what you actually want to do real talk? You know, I'm not gonna say 100% of the time is all amazing. Sometimes I start a game that I don't necessarily love, but I feel like I want to tough through it in order to finish it. But for the most part, since I started doing the interactive streams,
I like that this contradicts what he just said. He's like, oh, I get to do what I want to do now, man. I get to stream what I want. It's pretty cool. This guy, hey, aren't your streams forced? Yeah, man, some of them are forced. Why do you play games you don't like? And he also tells us every day, if I don't like a game, I'll stop playing it. Here, well, I start a game, I don't like it, I stick through it. Wait, what?
I don't really feel that way, at all. Like, I actually feel that, like, when on stream, I'm having fun. It's a rarity when I actually force myself to do something that I'm not enjoying. If there's a game that I play 1 or 2 sessions, I don't like it anymore, I'll just stop. You know what I mean? Like, there's no pressure on me to keep doing something that I hate. It's not like back in the day when everyone expected every game I played was going to be a full playthrough. That was one of the major things back in the day when I did YouTube videos was everyone wanted the full playthrough no matter what. Even if I hate the game, well, you better finish it and make fun of it for the rest of the playthrough. Like, yeah, but I just don't want to waste my time with it. You know, I don't like it. So I don't want to waste time with it. And then sometimes I would be stuck doing a fucking playthrough for a week of a game that I hated, you know? And I don't do that shit anymore. And that's a good thing.
He doesn't force himself to play games anymore, guys. Isn't that cool?
Well, I would say most of the stuff I do today is not forced.
He totally did not force to play Persona 3, Scarface, Street Fighter 5. Well, I would say Singing City, but he kind of dropped that game. Judgment, I guess. Madden, he was forced to, he was pretty much forced to play that. CTR, I guess. He was forced to do a lot of stuff, and he's like, I don't get forced.
Most of the stuff I do today is fun.
Oh god, this is also bad.
In fact, I'm trying to think, like, what was something that I really forced myself to do? Man.
Further collapse expected. Relocate to safe zone.
Alright, I would say, so when I replayed Silent Hill 2 on hard difficulty,
Silent Hill 2,
I didn't really enjoy it. It was cool finally being able to accomplish it, and people saying, wow, you really did something that's known to be a very difficult thing, but I don't really feel like I got anything out of it. You know what I mean? I wanted to play Silent Hill 2 again. I would have loved to just play it at the regular difficulty, but so many people gave me shit about it and said, no, if you're going to replay it, you got to do it on harder difficulty. So I didn't.
Dude, he fucking bragged about beating that game on hard. I beat Silent Hill 2 on hard, man. People say I'm bad at games? Well, I beat that on hard. Like, he kind of stumbled into why people play games on hard is to feel that accomplishment, but apparently he just hates that feeling. Unless it's a From Software game, then it's okay to get challenged. Any other game, I don't want to get challenged, man. But, oh my god. Half the fun of Resident Evil 2 is getting that challenge of, like, stress of, like, oh, Mr. X is roaming around, I gotta be careful of him. Now, I play a game on normal, I played that on normal, and I still had challenge. I still was struggling through that game, because I'm not that good, but it was still, like, intense, and I sat there and was like, you know what, I could see, like, hardcore being kind of fun, but I just wanted to beat the game just to experience the story. I could see myself going back and doing it on hardcore and see how far I could make it, but uh, I think the stress is part of the fun. And he's like, I don't want to be stressed out, man. Yeah, because he likes games that play themselves at this point. He doesn't want to put any effort into what he plays. I mean, that's asking too much of him.
And I tortured myself the whole fucking time. I mean, I beat the final boss with a pipe. I didn't even have any bullets. I beat the fuck out of it with a pipe. Tell me how many people did that. So I would say in that situation, yeah, remember when I played Resident Evil 2 on hardcore? Dude, there were parts of that were so tough. And I'll be honest, even though I enjoyed the hell out of the game and I think it's one of the best games of the year, playing it on hardcore made it stressful. Right? And I don't always want to be stressed out. You know, if I'm going to play a game from Software, I know I'm going to be stressed out. I didn't know it. That's part of the experience of From Software game, is you're going to be stressed out, right? That they're made to be like that. I don't want to always be stressed out when I play a game. Sometimes I just want to fucking relax and have a good time.
But, like, that's like, the point of Resident Evil, though. The reason why people loved Resident Evil is just the tension and the intensity of the situation. How can you play Resident Evil and say that's not the point? That's, like, the whole point of it. I've not heard a single person who's like, yeah, man, Resident Evil's so relaxing. Oh, man, I play Resident Evil and I go to sleep. No one says that. That is insane.
Mark Shirty said, I only say that because you had so many playthroughs back in the day that ended in final fuck this. I was wondering if this was still a concern. You do realize that's completely the opposite of the actual truth. And if you believe that, you're actually believing, again, as I've said many times, blatant misinformation from people who take a snippet of truth and turn it into something true. I have finished probably arguably more games than any other content creator. If you actually take a look at the amount of games that I've played over the years, the amount of videos I put out, and the amount of sheer playthroughs I put up on YouTube, I've probably completed more game playthroughs than anyone else on the internet. Because I always kind of prided myself on, if I'm going to play a game, I want to try to finish it. And it was rare, maybe 4 times a year out of the 100 games I played a year, maybe 4 times did I say, final fuck this, I don't want to finish it anymore. But it was those exceptions to the rule that people tried to actually pretend was like the norm. Oh, Phil's just gonna rage quit another game. In reality, I barely ever rage quit anything in my life. Very rarely do I rage quit games. But these idiots...
Now, I like, again, DSP showing us his reading comprehension. The guy just said, oh, I don't know if it's still like a concern that you're gonna end up playthrough with final fuck this. And that's all he said. He didn't say that, oh, well, you're a rage quitter, DSP.
Spread the slander and the defamatory lie about me so much, making it sound like truth that people believe it to this day. They actually think that I quit a ridiculous amount of games. In reality, I've actually beaten most of the games I've played. It's just complete nonsense. Johnny Skidmark Shooty said, what about the 7-hour video of you rage quitting games? Is that just written off as a detractor? Dude, okay. There's a 7-hour video of me rage quitting games out of 11 years. So out of 11 years, out of every single day, you know, the first 2 years that I did this, it was 2.5 hours a day. When I started doing this full time for YouTube, it was like 10 plus hours a day. And it's been like that ever since. So you're talking how many thousands of hours they found 7 hours of rage quitting. Do you see my point? Actually take the amount of games that I finished and compare it with the amount of games that I didn't finish, and you'll find the ratio is minuscule and tiny. But because some idiot made a 7-hour video of only the times that I rage quit, people don't know that I've been around for 11 years and have played more games than anyone else and think, oh, wow, this is a guy that just rage quits all the time. And that's stupid and ignorant, but that's what they believe.
I like how how personal he takes this too.
All right. Why can't
Oh
we
my
be friends,
god,
Jason?
guys!
Would you ever consider uploading to your OG Darkside Field channel ever again? No, it's an archive.
It's an archive, dude.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for a very supportive night. I know we had
Oh no.
dramatic topics. I don't even think they're dramatic topics.
Oh.
I really don't. Like I said, when
What
I'm talking
about
about truthful stuff, I don't ever think that it's drama or whatever. The only people that make it into drama are people who don't believe me. You know, my fans and people who actually have been around for a long time and trust me. Those people know that I'm telling the truth. So, you know, if you're gonna write off everything I say as bullshit, do yourself a favor. Just don't come to the streams anymore. Don't waste your time with me because all you're doing is wasting your life. You know, like the truth of the matter is that all the things that I've had to change in my life over the years are because people just won't leave me alone. They won't move on. You know.
They won't move on, dude.
So I certainly hope that you guys had a lot of fun on the stream tonight. Thanks, obviously, to everyone who was very supportive tonight. I appreciate that very much.
I love how he. Oh my god, I gotta hear that again. Whoops.
All you're doing is waste. So, you know, if you're gonna write off everything I say as bullshit, do yourself a favor. Just don't come to
Do yourself a favor?
the streams anymore. Don't waste your time with me because all you're doing is wasting your life. You know, like
Yeah, you're wasting your life. You're wasting your life clock on Dark's Vidal. Okay, leave him alone.
the truth of the matter is that all the things that I've had to change in my life over the years are because people just won't leave me alone. They won't move on. You know. So I certainly hope that you guys had a lot of fun.
That is very fair. Very fair. I'll be honest with you guys again until the entire detractor community vanishes. Once they disappear, then I'll be honest again. That's very fair to the viewer. Alright, everyone. That is it for this video. I feel like this is a short video. Feels like a short video. Like, is it 2 hours long? Maybe 3? Let's see. What does OBS say? 2 hours. That's pretty good. That's smaller than my initial videos. So we'll end on a little Edelgard action for you. Look at her. She's fighting for Cleo, obviously. She's a Cleo supporter. She likes Cleo. Cleo is the best. But thank you for coming to this video. Thank you for watching. Sorry I did not stream this. I was thinking about doing it, but I decided to record it instead. I will stream Monday. I don't know what I'll stream then. I'll figure something out. Either it's gonna be more E3 stuff. Maybe I'll watch that One Street Fighter 5 vlog or both of that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on Monday. So get hyped. Get hyped. There might be a late night stream. Maybe if you guys behave yourselves. If you guys are good. No, just kidding. We'll see what happens Monday. Thank you guys thanks for watching this video. Always appreciate you guys checking my videos out, watch them. You guys are always been good to me, and hopefully I can be good to you too. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. And I hope to see you on Monday for my stream, at least. But it is what it is. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and always remember, praise Cleo, Almighty Bun.